All right, I had a question from page 324, some of the more difficult problems. So I'm going to do a few examples on this page, and then hopefully you can finish up this assignment. The first one is number 62, and the directions are to solve the exponent equation with base A algebraically and approximate the result. We're going to do them with base A or base 10 on your calculator. Your calculator does all of the logs in base 10. So the first thing we're going to do, solving equations. You know how to solve equations. If it's a regular algebra equation like x plus 2 equals 10, you know that you subtract 2 to each side. Or you can divide to each side, or you can add to each side, or you can square each side, you can square root each side. Well, just like all those methods in algebra, you can use logs to solve both sides, or natural logs, as long as you do whatever you do to one side, you do to the other. So we're going to take the natural log of this side. So log of 4 to the negative 3t equals the natural log of 0.10. And now I'm going to use my log rules to solve this. I don't really need the parenthesis here, so I'm going to move it. I'm going to take the exponent and multiply it by the front. That's the rule ln x to the k equals k times ln x. So I'm going to take the negative 3t, which basically represents the k in the general formula, ln 4 equals ln 0.10. Now, I didn't change the value, I just rewrote that. It's sort of like sometimes in algebra you add like terms to start simplifying. Now at this point I'm solving for t, so I need to get the t by itself. So let's divide both sides by ln 4. So now I have negative 3t equals ln 0.10 divided by ln 4. That's an L. Let's make it look like an L. All right. Oh, I still have the negative 3. Well, I can multiply both sides by negative 1/3, right? So negative 1/3 here. So the answer becomes t equals negative ln 0.10 all over 3 ln 4. You know why the 3 is down in the bottom, right? And then at this point, you can just plug that into your calculator. Now, I have an older type TI-83, and so when I type this into my calculator, I have to use parentheses here, and you know your calculator puts parentheses there, so at the end here you need sort of a double parenthesis. Now I don't know if some of the new calculators are that fussy, and I think the minus sign that you use, you have to use the little minus sign that's in parentheses. If you get error, just try plugging it in again to make sure that you can get the right answer for this. And the answer is 0.554, I think. Let me just look at your calculator here. Yeah, that's right. So hopefully you can get that. Now, give me a second to erase my board, and I'm going to do another problem. Okay, here's another problem. First of all, we're going to clear both sides of fractions by multiplying both sides by e to the 6x minus 14. So let's get this out of the way here. This is number 82. So I'm going to multiply this by e to the 6x minus 14. And that 14 is not part of the exponent on the e, just so that you know that. And this is e to the 6x minus 14 on this side. So here, this cancels. So now I have 119 equals 7 times e to the 6x minus 14. How about divide both sides by 7? Right? And then I get 17 equals e to the 6x minus 14. Let's use some basic algebra. Add 14 to both sides. Probably by now you know how to finish the problem, right? So 17 plus 14 is 31. 31 equals e to the 6x. So how about take the natural log of both sides? So let's go over here. So I'll take ln 31 equals ln e to the 6x. So ln 31 equals 6x ln e. Now, hopefully you remember that's a special substitution because ln e is 1. So now I have ln 31 equals 6x. What am I solving for? Hope you said x. So divide by 6 on both sides. And we're done. How about that? So x equals ln 31 divided by 6. And again, get the decimal answer for that. And using my calculator, 0.572 equals 0.572. Don't forget to close the parenthesis before you divide by 6. It's always a little bit tricky. But hopefully you can do that. All right, let me clear the board. I'll do one more. This one's quite easy. First of all, I can divide both sides by 2. So now I can write ln x equals 7 over 2. And then I can write this in exponent form because the understood base for a natural log is e. So base to the exponent. Remember, logs are always equal to the exponent. So base to the exponent, e to the 7/2 equals x. And that's kind of a no-brainer. You know you have an e button on your calculator, correct? So plug it in. And the answer for this one is 33.112. And that's an approximate answer. All right? All right.